On today's Kickstarter critique, I check out a game all about smelling stuff because, I like smelling stuff. Do you like, everybody likes smelling stuff, right? Let's talk about it. What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner? Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a new Kickstarter board game every single day, forever. And today I'm really excited because I was scrolling through, I got to number 30. As you scroll down, you have like 3 in a row, but this is row number 30. And Aroma, a game of essence, 4 unique games exploring all natural essential oils by Organic Aroma Games. It immediately piqued my interest. They have a very low funding goal, as they're 85% funded with only 1,537 raised. So I'm really curious to see what this is. So let's take a look at this. Okay, one thing that I'm really impressed with right now is the fact that this could have very easily devolved into what would look like a terrible game. Like, let's be honest. I'm going to be brutally honest here. When I started watching this video and I started to hear like, oh, there's 4 different game modes, I went, oh God, it's one of those games. It's one of those games. But this very strongly kicked that urge out of the way and said, no, that's not right. Like, look, these are nice components. These games actually sound different. They sound like different play experiences, where a lot of mass market games, if there was to be one like this, or a kind of made at home style game, you could definitely imagine it not being great. This looks like something different. That's exciting. I want to say a well done video. I mean, it told me everything I need to know about this game, and really, this is going to be such a niche game. But here's my line of thinking, and that is, as a board game connoisseur who has a lot of games, I have just an insane, absurd amount of games. The type of games that I like to keep in my collection changes, because when you first get into the hobby and maybe have like 10 games or whatever, or 5 games, you want the best games in there, right? Isn't that typically the mindset? You want the best games. And is this the best game? No, probably not. I don't think you're going to want to play the game of Aroma, every week a game. And I was like, oh, can we get Aroma to the table? I just don't foresee that happening with most people. But as someone like me who is like, wow, this is something completely different, that gets me excited. Now, that being said, I have seen another game with the smelling technology that didn't work out so well. It was a mass market style game, and it was just supposed to do like make you puke sort of stuff, and did all sorts of gross things. Now, the other thing is, I think it's an interesting choice to go with like not like normal smells. Like, they're all essential oil smells, which obviously Organic Aroma Games, but it's not like, I don't know. Let me see if I can simmer that and come back to it. The Aroma board game board Organic Aromas is a one-of-a-kind journey into the heart of the world of essential oils. That sounds so hokey, but I'm so in, with 4 incredible ways to play. The goal is to test your knowledge and your nose. The game comes complete with 20 different all-natural essential oils for you to challenge your sense of smell, divided into 4 different categories. The essential oils are steam extracted from plants, trees, flowers, and fruits. So my question is, are these going to be okay? So we got to learn to play video. Very nice. Ooh, look at that! You got nice, just great thumbnails here. Great presentation. The first player to reach the center space wins. Okay, going over the game modes. Wow, like everything I would want to know about the game is right there. I'm very surprised right now to see that this isn't funded. Which makes me wonder, okay, is there a red flag that I'm missing further down, or am I just drastically overestimating the number of people who are weird like me and want a smelling game? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. All right, $38. Aroma the Game 1. Okay. I don't think that's unreasonable. Like, here's my thing. If this would have looked like that mass market kind of just garbagey style game that I thought that we might potentially be getting into with this game, I would say $38. That's stupid. It's no. But this feels much more, almost not like so much as a game, but like a piece. You know, something that you might just put into your living room. Like if you have a smaller collection of games, this might be that coffee table game that might get discussion going and be like, oh yeah, it's really neat. You just kind of, you're trying to test your nose. That style game. And there is a big niche for games like that, I think. And so I'm wondering why this isn't connecting with that niche here on Kickstarter. And so, let's keep going and see if there's something that I'm missing. But that's what I'm feeling right now. So $38, 100. Okay, the retailer, cool, whatever. Reviews. That okay. This is an unboxing preview. Okay, cool. You got the reviews. You got whatevs. It's good stuff. All right, absolutely wonderful. All this stuff looks good. What am I missing? I'd like to see. I would like to see a rule booklet. I don't know if I saw that there. I know you went insanely in-depth, in detail about exactly how to play the game and click on everything and watch the video, but I still want a rule booklet. And I think there's a lot of other people like that. It's great. I see it. Like when I want to buy a new car, it's like, yeah, give me the spiel, give me everything. Then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna do some research, and then we'll seal the deal. I feel. Let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. I want to see the rule booklet. So. $38, 17 backers. Man, that is really surprising. Which makes me wonder, how is the social media presence going for this company? Because I being quite honestly with you, if I think of like a bigger company, like if Mayday Games, let's throw out Mayday Games, who does some nicer stuff, like they do the really nice crocodile boards, and they do family style stuff and party style stuff, and this. Well, that weight, I should say. This, I feel, would fit perfectly into their collection, and this could be like a $100,000 Kickstarter, I think. So what is it? Like, what is the it factor that is missing? Because it's not popping out to me right now. Or is it just that there is not a big market for something like this? And here's another question. This is kind of an interesting question here. Is this going to be a mass-made game, but like even like a 500, 1,000, 1,500 print run, something like that? Or is this going to be more of a handcrafted style experience? Because if this is just a bunch of people sitting around in an essential oils, shop, and they came up with this idea and they made it shine into this gold right here. And if that's the case, then I think you need to go that one extra step and get yourself a nice crafted box, potentially, and make this really that centerpiece of the room. Because that, I think, would appeal to a lot of people, and those people are the ones that, when they get interested in Kickstarters go well, and then all the other people are like, oh, thank you, oh, you big whales, will you shower us with those delicious Kickstarter stretch goals, please? And then the whales say, I will give you the stretch goals. Ha ha ha, I've raised my pledge. That's the kind of thing that happens when you have like those really nice things. And I feel like your game, especially with the presentation and how nice it looks on the table, I would look into a premium edition of it. And I don't say that about too many games, but I totally would. Because this game, if you like it, and assuming it works well, and like the smells don't go away or something stupid like that, I don't know exactly how that works. And that's another thing. I don't know how this works. I kind of wish I did know a little bit more about how this works. How long are these going to last? I don't know. Can they be refilled? I imagine because it's essential oil. Like, that's the kind of thing that I would like to have known by now just scrolling down the page. I mean, I watched the entire video. I went down. I checked out a good deal of things. And I don't know that as a consumer. And that's the kind of thing that I do want to know. Because if this is something that I'm going to buy and then like 6 months later the smells are all gone, I'll be like, whatever. There goes my pen. And I don't want that. So wrap that warm security blanket around me with that. Let's see what the comments are going on here. Let's see what we got. Updates 0. Like, got it. Like, even if things, what is this? Even if things are not going your way. Oh, that's the only update. Even if your things are not going as well as you had hoped, you still got to put on that good face and be like, hey, everybody, we're super excited. We're about to get this thing. Like, here's, just give us some behind the scenes snippets. Say this, and this is something really hard to do. And this is something I'm trying to get better at as a content creator myself, is just open yourself up to your audience and say, here's what we're doing right now. We're working on the final rules variation of this. We're planning out potential stretch goals. We have lots of unique ideas, but we want to hear from you. We want to know, what do you think would work best with this game? Reach out to them, because I'm just one random dude. I mean, I've looked at thousands upon thousands of Kickstarters, but I'm a random dude making observations. And my observation, if I were interested in this game and if I was a whale, I would say I would like this to be like a deluxe thing, because you have the look. It looks clean and clear and simple and, dare I say it, elegant. And I think you need to lean into that a little bit more. But 6 days to go. Maybe somebody on this channel is like, man, I need to get this, and maybe it pushes over. More backers will come. We are all very excited. In gaming, it's hard to be first of a style or genre. Once people see that the quality is amazing, the games are really fun and strategic, even for people with a bad sense of smell, it will explode. I'm so intrigued and excited for this game. Essential oil classes, please tell me more. Okay, so there's another thing. Like, you have 4 comments right there. You got to respond to all of them. Like, unless it's like the kind of thing where there's like no room for you to respond to it at all. Unless that is the case. You need to respond to every single comment. So let's pretend that I am the Kickstarter creator here. I'm just going to go through and say, more backers will come. We are very all excited. Thank you so much, Odd. That's what we're trying to get the world to see as well. And luckily, you put out a spectacular blah, blah, blah. Check it out on this link. Or put it on the page. Something like that. Let's see. Alice Connor, I'm so intrigued and excited for this game. Come on, more backers. So you say, yes, thank you so much, Alice. Be sure to tell any of your friends who enjoy smelling. Or maybe make a fun little pun there or something. Essential oil classes, please tell me more. Well, I will tell you more. I mean, that one, I don't know what that even means, but just tell them more. This looks like a fun game for a family member to use in essential oil classes. I didn't know those were things. And maybe you say, yeah, that was something we absolutely thought about. And so we kind of catered the game to be simple enough that anybody could play it. So it could be used in those situations. Like right there. Like that takes me, 5 minutes to type all that out? Have it looking good? Have it looking pretty? Maybe one more person responds. Maybe Alice tells her friend at the grocery store about this. And they, do it viral. Because here's the thing, I'm going to guess that if I check out this Twitter and this Facebook, I'm hoping it's not the case, but I'm going to see that little oomph being put into the campaign. And as a consumer, like I said at the beginning of this, I had to scroll down 30 to get there. So you are the 90th game I am being shown. You got to wow me in that position. I mean, you gotta wow me. And you are wowing me with a lot of this, but it just needs that little extra bit. That little extra bit. And I know running a Kickstarter, it just consumes your entire being. I've done it. It's not fun. I don't ever plan on doing another one again. I think I'm done with those. But they're exhausting. But maybe lean on someone else. Say, hey, would you be willing to respond to my comments? And say, hey, that's all I'm asking. We only have 4. Like, just anything like that. Like, lean out to other people, because I think what you have here, and I don't like to give this advice, I don't, but honestly, if I were you, I would consider uh, retooling it and coming back. But I don't know. Like when I made my game, yes, I had like dreams of grandeur that it was going to sell millions of copies and be on stores and whatever. But I was just so excited to get it made, period. Like my first game. And Organic Aroma Games, first game. Just getting it, breathing it into the world is exciting. And then once you have that into the world, the people really love it and they really feel it, and you get that feedback and you get that initial first buzz, that first wave. So maybe next year everybody gets these games, they say it's great, people want the game, you don't have any more of the game, and then you launch with that second Kickstarter, and that second Kickstarter is the one that has the premium stuff and all the cool things. Maybe that's the path you're going to take, but either way, I would totally recommend just getting a little bit more engaged with the audience with it. And let's check out the Board Game Geek as well, because I wanted to check before to make sure this was on Board Game Geek, because that's one of my rules. I don't check out games if it's not on Board Game Geek. That is a sin. And let's see. Oh, wait. Oh, the designer's on. Oh, the artist is on. Wait, this is my ad. Okay, so wait, what? I'm confused. Is the designer? Okay. That changes the narrative there. But here's the thing. If I'm coming into this Kickstarter, do I know Odd is the designer of the game? Do I know Odd is the artist of the game? Do I know I'm talking to the person whose dream this is? No, I see that and I say, oh, that's cool, this is an excited fan. But where's the content creator themselves? Where's the game creator themselves? Where's Aroma, Organic Aroma Games or whatever it is? Where are they? You know, it's great that Superfans here is talking up the game, but where is actually the company itself? So I get that you're using your own account, but I would say in this personal situation, totally use the organic one, because that just shows a company that's like engaged with the Kickstarter and with the Kickstarter backers. A game system produced by Organic Aroma with minigames revolving around scented vials of various aromas. That needs to get beefed up. Beef that up. If I look at this game, and maybe it's just me, but I always go and check Board Game Geek. And if it's not there, I'm just like, I immediately write it off. But then, like, this once again looks like there wasn't much effort into it. Like, you didn't even rate your own game. Like, come on, you gotta at least rate your own game. There's no ratings. Is that right? Is there no ratings? Yeah, 0 ratings, 0 comments. Like, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, there's, okay. So we got some stuff going on in the forums. That's good, but it's just I would try and get more on this. And if there's someone else that is working in this, see if they would be willing to help you or reach out to somebody else, bring people in, because I think there is a potential gold mine here. I really do. And I still think there will be, because it's going to get funded. I think at this point it is definitely going to get funded, and it looks cool. And if it's great, then it's going to see that second edition, and that second edition I think is really cool, where it could shine. But let me know what you think. What would you do? Would you ride this out right to the finish line in order to get the game made, put it out to the masses, and then go from there on the second edition and just cash in on the second edition? Or would you pull it and take the pre-existing backers and say, we're about to relaunch this, everything you knew, but we're going to try and make this more of a, I'm just saying if it was me, more of a premium piece that you could potentially upgrade to with wood, and we have this all figured out, and blah, 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 blah. Which one would you do? Or would you take a whole different third path? Let me know in the comments below. This is the kind of stuff I love discussing, the meat and potatoes of these. Also, in the comments below, let me know if you would be interested in doing a live version of this. I don't know exactly how it would work, but I would have the chat up, which I'm really bad at, but I would have the chat up, and we could go through a Kickstarter together and critique it together. Let me know what you think about that idea in the comments down below, and as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.